Good morning! Are you ready for the cold weather? Welcome to my not super duper organized closet. I figured I would share with you some of the handbags that I own, or just the styles of handbags that will work really great for party, for the festive season, but also you can wear them all year round as well. So I am standing in front of all of my handbags. You can't even see there are more down there. It is one of my biggest passion areas, so I do own an obscene amount of handbags. The bags that I mentioned today might not all be available at the moment, but it's more important to just understand what types of handbags tend to be a bit more versatile but also different. Like if I look at my handbag collection, I don't have a really simple plain black handbag. Like the only two black handbags that I have, one is my trusty vintage Chanel, which I will obviously never get rid of, and my Tory Burch Fleming. This actually has a bit of shearling detail, so neither of these, I mean, this is definitely more on the classic side, but they both have a bit of a twist. This one being vintage and have the gold hardware, this one having the kind of shearling detail. So I don't like to buy really plain handbags. I do like my handbags to be part of my fashion statement. Something like this, for example, is not going to be great for both party season and all year long because of the obvious shearling placement. But I do feel like if you are looking into the luxury handbag world, something like a vintage Chanel, I don't actually like the current Chanel handbags because the vintage ones are real gold plated versus the current ones are not. So the vintage gold hardware will just look more yellow, and I do really like the richness of the vintage style. So this is definitely a very big splurge if you are looking for a bag that's going to be great for parties as well as all year long. But also once you get it, you will never want to get rid of it because you will always be able to pull it out and style it with pretty much anything. To be fair, I like styling vintage Chanel with more casual outfits versus more dressed up outfits. I feel like it's kind of the spirit of Chanel to just be more free-spirited and be adventurous and don't care about like what other people think. I resonate with the brand ethos a lot, so this is my one and only Chanel bag. I hope that one day I could get more in my collection, but for the moment I am happy with this one. My next recommendation is this Simbono bag that I've had for maybe a year or even longer now. I really love this bag, not only for every day but also for special occasion. First of all, the shape is really unique. The zipper works really well and it comes with a gold chain, so you can turn this into a crossbody and even wear it in the evening without looking too casual. Or I really like to wear it just as a top handle bag because it is just so cute at the crook of your arm. So this is definitely more of an interesting shape, and it is a conversational piece because of the neutral color. This, by the way, also comes in other colors as well. It just looks a little bit different. It is classic in the sense of it's just a pretty neutral bag that actually holds a lot, but it's also special because of the shape. Now on the contrary, I do have another kind of special shaped bag in like a similar neutral color. This is the Menu Atelier cylinder bag, also comes with a gold chain. So both have gold chains, but because of the size of this is just more casual looking, and because it's so big, it's not so easy to wear as, let's say, a clutch for the evening. So in comparison, I would actually recommend going for smaller bags. For me, I don't really take that much when I even go out on casual basis, so I don't mind owning. And as you can see, I do have quite a bit of smaller handbags in my collection. So in between these interesting shapes, I would go for an interesting shape that holds a lot, but it's also in a really good size for your lifestyle to fit both of your party and everyday purposes. This next one might be a bit controversial because it is definitely the Telfar dupe. I got this from Mango for like 10 bucks, which is super affordable, and there are a lot of affordable brands that do basically the exact same mini shopper style. Now, it definitely looks more casual, but I wouldn't mind wearing this to a night out because you can actually quite easily just tuck the longer straps in so that this serves as more of a kind of top handle bag. And I think it's quite cute. Again, it's not your traditional shape, and because it's mini, you can definitely get away with wearing this on you know, night out occasions. And I love this beautiful green. It's really well for the festive season, but also it's a color that will just go really well with any sort of like neutral colors. I hold it over here. It literally goes with everything hanging on my shelf. So love that. Now in comparison, I do also have a very similar, actually it's just ever so slightly bigger, but very similar kind of shopper book toady styled bag. This one is from H&M and it has a canvas strap. I absolutely love this bag and it holds a ton, but this pattern just gives you more of a seasonal bag vibe, like this houndstooth you typically see on sweaters, on your winter coats, not so common in the warmer months. If you're debating between a solid color or a pattern bag, maybe prioritize the solid color because it'll just be more versatile and will be easier to dress up or down. The next two are both from Tory Burch in pretty much the exact same bucket style design, but in between the two, I would actually go for the tweed one versus a traditionally considered versatile black color because this material just looks too evening-like. Like I won't really want to wear this during the day because it just looks such like a cute little evening bag, versus this one. I've actually worn this quite a lot recently because it's really easy to just wear as crossbody when I want to run errands and everything is very visible. You can definitely fit a lot because of the bucket bag style. So definitely daytime friendly, but also for evening wear, you can again very easily tuck in the chain to wear this almost like a little clutch, or even as crossbody because of the chain detail being this leather weaved chain, almost gives me Chanel vibes. This works great for evening as well. If you're someone who likes to carry a lot of things with you, whether you're going out or you are just running errands, then I would definitely recommend looking to the Celine Nano. This is first of all a classic style that's been around for years, maybe even decades, and this holds a ton. Like you will not be able to fill it up to the rim pretty much, because I personally don't even have that much stuff to carry. I just feel like this style with the crossbody bag, it can definitely be daytime friendly, but at night this cute little top handle makes it a really great evening bag. I would say at this point I consider this more of a small to medium size than a smaller size handbag, even though it's called Nano in the name. This is very versatile as compared to something like this, a Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis that pretty much holds, I mean this probably holds a little less than the Celine Nano, but they hold similar amount and they look visually like similar size bags. This one just gives off, again, too much of a casual vibe. I think it is because of the monogram, the canvas material, and just the overall messenger type. You can definitely wear this in the evening and on your night out as a clutch, but for me, a petite frame, it just looks a little bit too big for my liking. I did do a video styling this bag in 10 different ways, and I did style this for an evening out outfit, but in between the two, I would personally keep this guy because it's just a little bit more versatile and it also stands on its own. I mean, this probably does too, but this just looks, I don't know, more like a versatile bag because of the leather material. So when it comes to the fabric material of the bags, when you are debating between leather versus non-leather options, I do think that in many cases the leather option just tends to be more classic. It'll last a little bit longer and you'll be able to dress it up or down a bit more easily. So I do have a ton of handbags, as you can tell, and there are more on the floor. So if you do want a handbag collection video, maybe give this video a thumbs up or comment down below, and maybe I will do it one day because there is just too much to go through. I typically like to feature the bags that I wear the most in my videos, so this is why I've never done a handbag collection video before. So just let me know if you are interested.